as we speak, the signals of the NYSC radio and television stations in Abuja are on as a complement to mainstream agencies in preserving Nigeria's unity. The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Major General Shuaib Ibrahim, remarked that the stations were not duplicates or replacements for existing media agencies, but designed to further advance the cause of the scheme, which symbolizes Nigeria's unity today. It's just as well that Retired General Yakubu Gowon, who flagged off the scheme in 1973 with the Youth and Sports Minister Sunday Dare, graced the occasion. Well, while the radio broadcasts on 88.3 FM, Abuja, the TV station, we understand, is on DSTV channel 365, all in Abuja. The more the merrier, Jude.
Yes, and we are seeing some really positive things happening under the forward-looking current leadership of the NYSC, and it really gives me joy. Sometime last week, when I was told that they were going to have they were going to inaugurate the stations, those broadcast stations, I'm like, NYSC, because you know, at the various and the various state chapters of the NYSC, core members who got trained as mass communication graduates,
practitioners, yeah.
They always use them for NYSC radio, NYSC this, NYSC that. Now you have NYSC having a central radio station. NYSC already has already begun to even generate revenue into the Federation account. For the first time in its history, the NYSC generated revenue and handed over just the same way that the JAMB has been doing. We never thought it was possible. So it speaks a lot that the NYSC now has a garment company where they can produce their own NYSC uniform and even produce uniforms for the paramilitary and services as well as the armed forces.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
If you see some of the equipment, you know, available at Kefi, at Shagamu, which is the best NYSC camp in the country, you will tell yourself that, look, we are getting there. And as you all know, the white collar jobs are not there. So those core members are excited about being trained as bakers, as interior decorators, being trained in so many skills that immediately after their service year, they can then decide that, look, do I want to wait for white collar jobs that are not there, or simply use the skills that I've acquired during my service year to start something? I spoke with a girl, you know, in Kefi, who told me, look, if you give me a job in the bank, I'm not going to accept it. What I've been taught in this interior decor class is enough for me. I want to start something of my own. Some of them, the same thing on batik. In fact, there are core members who, right there in the NYSC camp, based on the training they've had about adire making, they're already selling their own products to fellow core members. So they are already being trained to be self-reliant, to learn to become their own bosses even before they leave camp. And some of them will be entrepreneurs. They will get the training as entrepreneurs before they eventually leave camp. So they will be employers of labor rather than simply waiting to be employed. The future looks bright for this scheme. I just hope that the National Assembly will go ahead and pass this bill, which is for the NYSC Trust Fund, so that those who have been trained and have shown expertise can then get some seed money that will enable them to start something of their own. You need to see one core member who was trained in making these fruit juices is now an employer of dozens of workers. And what? I'm shocked.
There you see, NYSC Radio and TV have joined the mix. But the next question is, how do they make money? It should be sustainable, and must we restrict it to Abuja?
No. It should not be restricted. This is just the beginning of something good. It's something that can go around, and it will only go around when we are sure it will be self-sustaining. We are sure it will make money, like you asked. And I think it will be. You see, for me, when I read that piece of news, I was really, really glad. Because I remember over 20 years ago when I was serving, I was the head of my OBS, Outside Broadcasting Service.
Really?
In camp. And so I was head of the press crew. And I recall that year, I can't remember precisely, well over 20 years ago, we were taking all the OBS teams from, I served in Katsina.
Okay.
We're taken from various states to Abuja. The idea was to start something like this. And the then Director General wanted a radio station for NYSC, where because what we do in states, then the NTA Katsina naturally just took us in other states like that. If you are members of, we usually have 1 hour program for NYSC. I will do that.
Most if you read mass
comm, English, and all that. So we had our team, the NYSC press team, and one day in a week we are given 1 hour or 2 to And in most states, this far-flung state then, we were the one really doing the program people enjoy. So that's why I'm saying this is possible. It can be self-sustaining. Programming, the commercial aspect of it, these are people who have gone to school to read this thing. And when they put it into practice, we want this radio station to be self-sustaining. The scheme too should bring in experts to assist to ensure that at the end of the day, it is not just a venture, it is a business that generates money and generates employment. If you have Radio NYSC, even if it's still in Abuja, they can have arms in each state where they can bring in a few people based on the employment, and those will be out of the employment bracket. This is beautiful. This is good.
If they are making money off their bakery, if they are making money from
the
their
cosmetology, water and all that,
plant, then this one will also be able to generate money.
And as we say, there's nothing like an old idea whose time has come. So we wish General Shuaib very well, and wish the NYSC Godspeed.